about this game?
I am, CJ. I think we've chatted to a few folks, and I think early tippings have these two teams as some of the favorites. I know that the South and the East will have something to say about that, so keen to see an early matchup here, see what the boys have got.
This could be the early finals. Just saying, putting it out there. You know, guaranteed. You know what I mean?
We got Northwest starting with the ball. It looks like we got Eric with the tap, and then we got the old guards of Tahuai and Roy, Mikey Randall. I think, well, yeah, we got all the Vipers on defense.
Like this. This is good. It's kind of cooled down a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, cloud cover's rolled in a little bit of a breeze, so hopefully that helps a bit with the fatigue factor. I know some boys are struggling after the first game. Oh, early nice dive on. Touch called by ref.
I like this. I like this. Nice through. That's good. That's good. Good work. Good work. Test him on the wing, right? Test him on the wing.
We got the West driving out now with Randall. Oh,
Wow, look at that force.
big hit. Ref's letting him play through. We like to see that.
Here we go. Oh, wow, boy down. Lincoln, do you have any early prediction on this game right now?
No, I'm excited to see it. I think it'll be a lot closer than we first anticipated. Very fast to start off with. Plenty of rucking from both sides when we down the field. Northwest asking plenty of questions early. Now look, let's finish it in the corner here and focus on their ruck there. Oh, look, right?
Good completed set by Northwest there. Let's see how they stack up, see if they can stop the West drive. We've got San Diego boys rolling down here. Touch 4. Sione pick up. Oh, good ball. Good look there. Nice completed set by the West. Unfortunate ball down there. Yeah, very unlucky there. The ball is pretty decent by Sione. Just couldn't hang on to get a look at the try line. Oh. We've seen a few of those early hits here, Link. Do you think there's any talk off the field, a little bit of niggle going on, or what do you think that is?
A little bit of feel in it. I just put Captain America back out there to settle the nerves. I think early on the West rucking was really good. Every time they get the ball, they're getting good flow, getting all the way down the other end and getting sharp down. I think Northwest need to straighten things up a little bit here and go a bit more direct.
Oh, 2-on-1. Oh, good read by the wing to shut it down.
Nice reset. Boys, I'm having a great time. You guys having a good time?
TJ, we're having a great time out here. As you said, the clouds have rolled in. There's a bit of a breeze, so we've cooled off a little bit. The boys out in the field look like they've cooled off a little bit.
Yeah, things are settling down, you know. That's what touch footy's all about, you know. I will say I love the competition. I love the early push and shove. You know what I mean? It's just like they both want to win it.
Yeah, for sure. The boys have won it. No one's backing down. You're in a ruck and grind at the moment. We had a couple cracks, couple looks at the line, but nothing's come of it just yet.
I think Northwest will be the first to score, in my opinion.
Bold prediction, Lincoln. What are your thoughts? CJ's called Northwest to score first.
Let this play out first. I think the West will get one soon. At the moment, their rucking is very, very good. They're flying up and down the field. See if they get a set up here. We've got Mikey's a strike player on. Look to feed him. Good recycle by Northwest, looking shift wide. See if they can find a good strike dump on the back of Flo. Looking to go for Rory. And they earn a penalty. So it's probably the first time we've seen Northwest mix up their rucking, and they've got a penalty off the back of it.
I think I told you guys, Northwest first out.
On that point, Nick, it looks like from watching the early games on this team, it looks like they're both running pretty much the same, if not similar rucking pattern. Do you think that helps either side knowing what's coming at you, or do you think there's like a point of difference we've got to change it up a bit?
I think you can stick to what you're good at. There's enough options off this style of rucking pattern that they can just make little adaptations as the game goes on. But the difference at the moment is, even though they're running a very similar pattern, West are standing deeper with a bit more space and just running with a bit more intent than Northwest are. We watch West set up here, they're nice and deep, sort of like a rugby union back line. They stick to their same pattern, but they just do it very crisp. And the main thing is fast. Every time the player gets the ball, he's up over the advantage line, looking to take those extra meters like we see there.
Good work there by Jordan to steal extra couple of yards. Cheese down the side.
Who's Cheese? You know Cheese?
Cheese is Brandon Smith. I think he was given the nickname by Tony Trad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's Brandon Smith from South Africa. Fun fact, me and Brandon have known each other since we were 3 years old. We went to
Three? Preschool. And you guys ended up in the United States together, in Phoenix, at the same time. Wow. It's pretty impressive. You think he's a better touch player than you, mate?
Probably. He's out there on here, so.
It's a humble answer. Humble answer. As you can hear the background, that's the box. That's the substitution box of the Northwest. They're looking very fired up. They're looking very fired up. Seen hats being thrown around, you know. It means they won it.
Yeah, temperature may have cooled down a little bit on the field, but the boys are running hot right now. We love the competition. We love the intensity. As we see Captain America put a big hit on the cheese.
You're going to see, I think, I don't want to jinx them, but the last few minutes, I think the momentum's really swung as well, as we see a mistake there. Northwest now are just slowly starting to get on top of the West.
Great to see Lincoln finally figured out his coordinates yet. He's got the changes correct.
This is Portland, right?
Yeah, so we got Eric from San Francisco. There's a lot of new faces on this Northwest team, which is good to see. Yeah, I think we've got a couple San Francisco boys and some Seattle mixed in here too. So yeah, Eric's driving the ship on this part here.
I'm not going to lie. USA is looking bright. That's 6, right? At least they completed their 6, right? Possession. It's the music he listens to.
Vipers walking. We've got T with the ball. T. Got to give a quick shout out to T. Congrats on the new baby who's with us at this tournament. I think
Yes.
5 weeks. Took a pretty cool picture the other day. His baby's about the size of a touch footy ball. It's quite a cool picture to see.
It's good seeing fathers in this game, you know? Northwest got the ball again, you know? Oh, ball's away. Wow. I did call it, didn't I? Ladies and gentlemen, I called it. Northwest first. Yes. This is a game.
It was a good play, good setup there by the West, I think. Sorry, Northwest. I think the West, with that mistake, kind of got corner line, maybe a little bit fatigued.
Back-to-back errors.
Yeah, 2 errors in a row kind of set them on the back foot, and then Northwest took advantage of that. Beautiful ball in the corner, good finish.
I think, as Lincoln said earlier, the momentum has swung, you know, and the back-to-back errors has allowed Northwest to really gain confidence. And I think going in, West were probably the favorite to win this game. But it's still a long way to go. You know, he's still got the second half to go.
Long way to go. I do think Lincoln's sweating a little bit because he put his $1 million on the West to win it. But
Yeah, I think you can count that $1 million out of here right now, you know. What do you think? Lincoln, what do you think West have to do to gain control again in this game?
They're just going to get back to completing their sets. For those 2 errors, they were on top. Back-to-back sets, they made those errors come off their own line, gave Northwest a look. If they can get back to completing their sets, I think they'll go a long way to getting back in this. It's only 1-0. This area of the field as well, they're starting to roll a little bit in the midfield, a little bit of fatigue. Early on they were shooting, putting some pressure on the rucking. Now they're just starting to roll a bit.
I will say again, the heat has cooled down, you know? It changes a lot of things. Oh, they got their second penalty. I think one more penalty, you got to send one on the line, right?
Interesting, CJ, I've noticed just paying attention to the West team, they seem to have set up their pods with the local team. So as we see now, we have San Diego and middle link. And as we've seen too, they kind of roll the Viper boys on together. You think that's a smart play by Coach Hood?
I think that's strategy, and I think we may have another try. Another try. 2-0, yeah. Excellent observation, Robbie. I think you can only play with people you played with for a long time, and chemistry is a real thing, right? So the longer they've played together, they get to understand each other on the field. But I don't know if it's working. I don't know if that's working there, right?
That's the decision Coach Hood's going to have to make. I think this is a test for him. You know, I think this is his first big coaching gig.
And if there's anything I know about Coach Hood, he knows how to figure it out. He's a man. He is a man. He knows how to figure it out. He knows how to get himself out of sticky situations, you know?
Seen it once or twice at the casino.
Winner, chicken dinner, right? Here we go. Ooh. I think we call a touch, right? Last touch there, right? Great touch. Great touch by the link. Fantastic touch. That's the turnaround right there. This game's on. Northwest is fired up.
Yeah, as Lincoln said, this is the area of the field that the West kind of got to tighten it up and stop rolling. Got to step forward and make a few touches. You see Congress coming up. Yeah, that's a little better from them. Yeah, a lot better D set from the West. They didn't roll as much, and they managed to kind of jam him at the halfway line on their fourth and fifth touch and get the turnover. Sweet.
And the score right now is just 2-0, right? It's 2-0 right now, still.
2-0. I'm interested to see as we see another West error coming off their line. The West are a very attacking, dominant team, so I'm interested to see if they can pull themselves out of this little slump here, if they look to crumble away. They need their workers and their working middles to sort of step up and lead the way, set them a platform so they can get their attackers involved in the back end.
I agree on that, Lincoln. I definitely agree. They just need to get on the other side of the pitch and hold the ball, right? Possession. It's very close. They almost scored again.
You can see the way to attack this West team, I think, is through the middles. They're very athletic, but they play a fairly loose style. You see Eric out there for the Northwest looking control now. He was very good in the first game, and he's kicked it off on the right foot here again.
That was also very close. Ball's away. Oh.
Lucky there, the winger got stuck in field.
Yeah.
In the ball. We just watched the West rucking here. You see from the start, I gave them a rap about how deep they were, and already 10 minutes into the game, they're a lot flatter. See if they can match the energy they had earlier and get a bit of roll on.
I think the fatigue is getting to them now. Yeah.
Correct. They seem to be fatiguing.
Oh, there we go.
Northwest, you see them
Nice. Oh, no.
have a bit of success going away from their pattern. Maybe that's the key for them, a bit of a change up.
There it is. They're going forward. There's Cheese. Nice
See
work.
if they can set some flow and find Sione on the back of flow here. Sione, a very good ball player. Someone can set him some flow.
Someone should be going down for him, though. Oh. Unlucky, but they completed their sets. They completed their sets.
But like I said, I'm interested to see if they can get back on track. They had everything go perfectly for them this morning. So it'll be interesting to see what they're like playing off the back foot, whether they can pull this out or not.
I think Northwest is asking for a penalty, asking for something from the refs and honesty.
Sad when you got to pull these out to do the half time.
Tournament, do you think it's you know, as we said before, you're bringing in boys from all over the place, and it's kind of like a one and a half day shortened tournament. Do you think it's more of the heat playing a factor, or just maybe, say for like Nationals or World Cup, there's just not as much time to prepare or not as much preparation going into it?
I mean, I can't deny that. I can't say that doesn't play a factor. I do think the one thing they do need is regrouping together and getting their thoughts together, because I think they have the skill sets across the board to really, really put up a fight. And right now, the fatigue, the frustration, things not landing their way is what's costing them. So I think halftime is one of their best results right now.
Yeah, we're on the northwest box side, and obviously we can see them. The energy is very high. The positive vibes. We've got Captain America in the box there,
Yeah, they're doing cartwheels, they're celebrating, then jumping up and down.
controlling the troops. Not too sure how the west box is looking from a distance. Look kind of flat.
You do. Oh, look at who's this handsome fella coming out? Is that Maya right there? Look at him. Yes. MVP. He's giving us great advice, by the way.
Myers, I mean, he's a natural.
He is
Born for the TV and the lights.
unbelievable. We're still waiting on those Facebook questions, though, right?
Especially on the rucking.
Yeah, as Lincoln said, the northwest kind of started off their rocking pattern was a little jam, but they seem to roll into it a little bit. Yeah.
And one thing,
Found their rhythm, and I think also, sees the west with their fatigue. They seem to be rolling a lot more. No one's really digging their foot in and making it perfect from Eric. The numbers on the outside, just Leon didn't see it.
one thing I will also say about Northwest is their communication is stellar. They are talking across the board on defense and offense. You can hear them from across the park. Northwest, the West sound very, very quiet right now. I'm not sure if they're just lost on the field or if they're trying to figure a few things out, but I think if they just regroup, halftime, coach needs to get into them, and it could be a whole different game. Oh, here we go.
That's better from the west, though. Completed set, getting down the other field, forcing the penalty. See what they can do here with the first set. Once again, we've got the Bison boys with the ball in hand.
We've got about 2 minutes left. So this is exactly what the West is looking for, an attacking set. They just need to be patient.
Only 2-0 down. I think they're going to be looking to get one back there before half time. Nice little face play.
Dummy half, that's a turnover. It's unlucky.
CJ, you just mentioned dummy half there. For the viewers that may be watching that maybe don't know too many touch terminologies, can you explain to us what dummy half is?
Yes, so dummy half is, great question by the way. Dummy half is the player that picks up the ball after the strike dump's been dumped. And they cannot be touched.
How the hell did you get
If they get touched, that's a turnover. Yeah, and they cannot score either, exactly. So it's the best interest for the dummy half to get rid of the ball before they get touched. Otherwise, it's a turnover.
Got maybe 30 seconds left in the half, yeah.
And we saw Captain America get a penalty, right? Running a little too hard, was it?
3-0.
And we have another try. And I think I want my $1 million, please.
Hey, stay one.
Fair. It is halftime. It is day one, so we still have tomorrow. So I am maybe shooting early, you know?
You think this could be just
Look, I think that's very possible. I think West could show up. One, oh, they got the touch, late pass. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the half. It is, wait for that last touch. It is 3-0 and halftime. We will be back. Looking forward to the second half. Stay tuned, and we'll see what happens next.